All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. But before we dive into this chart, I do want to announce to all viewers and investors about a video that I do weekly. And I think a lot of investors are overlooking it or not aware of it, or don't get notified. And I personally believe a lot of you that are subscribers are missing out on this, and even viewers that are not subscribed that come to my videos to check out what I talk about specific ticker symbols, because yes, you're looking for that specific ticker symbol and there might not be any other information at that moment that it's important to you due to the fact that you just want to focus in on your research. And I respect that and I completely understand. And then there's those of you that actually watch different videos, even if you're not invested in it, and I appreciate that, but that's not the whole concept here. The concept here is that a lot of investors are overlooking this video, and this video has a lot of great information, which I'm going to dive into and kind of summarize for you guys here in this video. Now, the most recent pump was today. So what I talk about with the S&P 500 index, as you can see these circles, those are the dates of the pumps, and we go all the way back to July. We've been seeing it move, we've been seeing it rise. It kind of dipped, and there was a lot of pumps here in between, reaching these highs here of almost breaking even, falling back down. And as it was going down on the dates of the pumps, there were several points that this was going up. On the way back up, several points, and so forth. But the whole point of the whole matter is watching how on these dates, and these are the last four pumps, let's just say. This one was a pretty small, and this is like a 20-30 point jump. But let's look at the last four pumps. So the lows here was 35.77, and it went up to 36.42. The next one here is 36.20, and it reached highs here of 36.78. That already, both of them, is almost like 50 to 60 points in one day. Here was 36.82, and it went up to 37.08. This one was a little bit closer to 30 points, and today was literally here at these lows of 36.53, reaching highs of about 36.95, almost 50 points. And if you got in on the dip of yesterday, it would have been more, right? But the point of the matter is that the pumps hold up the market, reaching itself up to newer highs, or it levels off the market. You can see here these lines that I wrote. When it dips the day before, it rises back up and kind of levels off to stop it from going straight down. Same thing that happened today, and then other times it rises up with it. But on these dates, the S&P 500 index is rising due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. These pump market dates are pretty vital to pay close attention to, right? Due to the fact that you could see it in the charts. I'm going to post down below in the description the previous video. The next video will come once the next release date is released, and I could go ahead and go over everything with you guys for the next video. And I usually do these on the weekend or on Sunday before the week starts, so that you guys can watch how Monday's going to react, and then we see what's going to happen for Tuesday, and then we talk about it and we kind of do a recap. But I'm going to put the link down below in the description. I'm going to go ahead and put it towards the end of this video, and I actually put it at the end of every video as a pop-up, right when the video is over. I highly recommend checking it out. And if the S&P 500 index is rising, out of those 500 ticker symbols within the index, there's most of them, or some of them, better said, are rising up with it. Or maybe all of them, who knows, by several cents. But if the S&P rises up several points, these individual ticker symbols are rising up a few cents to dollars per share, or maybe more. It does add up. It's not going to make you rich. I'm not here to guarantee you or tell you that you're going to get profits, right? That's not what the whole point of the video is. It's to inform you, for as long as the Federal Reserve continues to pump the markets, there's going to be opportunities to make some slight profits if you play it right after doing your due diligence and research on these dates, right? Opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses, but not there to guarantee profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. And I'm definitely not here to tell you to buy the index or to jump in specifically to S&P 500 index stocks only. But I have found it interesting throughout the whole year, this correlation and pattern. So I like to share it with you guys. And if you haven't been able to see these, I highly suggest being, in tune for when these come out and when I do these. Check out that video. I hope you guys find it helpful and informative. But let's jump back to Nano Dimensions. So here we are with Nano Dimensions. Nano Dimensions breaks through the support, falls down, right, to newer lows. And we're going to talk about it in just a moment. It's our new support. And it kind of breaks itself back up to slightly above the 50-day moving average. There's some volatility here, but it's going downwards. We need to look at these newer lows, and we need to keep in mind the lows here of about 603, 604. I want every single investor to keep that in mind. And then the next one's 601. $6 in general is one of the most important support levels that needs to hold this stock up so it doesn't hit newer lows. Now, today, we saw that it hit slightly a higher resistance level, and that's $6.96, literally $7, 4 cents away from $7. I think that is a very important resistance level in the near term for this to hit newer highs and new resistance levels in the coming days and weeks. But let's look at our new support. Let's look at our new resistance, and let's look at the 50-day moving average, because this is a tight squeeze here based off the last couple hours of the day. Now, these are the important points for tomorrow, but keep in mind that 696 point and 603 point as your furthest extremities upwards and downwards to keep in mind for the next coming days and weeks as the volatility of this stock goes upwards or down. So we're currently at 654. The 50-day moving average is 653. It's 1 cent away. So we can't say that the bulls have gained control. And even breaking through this resistance is still not enough to say that the bulls have control. The tug of war is on, and we need to watch this carefully. So our support level here is 634. If it gets broken through, it does not mean that the bears have destroyed the chart, but they're working their way closer to newer lows, newer support levels, and pulling this further away from the 50-day moving average. And I suggest paying very close attention to how the stock is behaving and how quickly is it moving down, right? Towards the support, and even if it breaks through it, how quickly is it moving down deeper into bearish territory. Now, our resistance is 655. 655 is pretty important because that lets us know that the momentum is continuing, but the bulls need to pull much further away from that as possible to get deeper into bullish territory and leave the 50-day moving average behind. But this is the first step to break through the first resistance in bullish territory, turn it into a support, pull away from it, and start to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. And that's 655. I'd write that down, pay close attention to it. And then the next point would be way up here at 696. And before that high volatility, before the drop, there was a high here that's a little bit lower of 685. Still 30 to 40 cents above 655. So 655 definitely needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can pull away, reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and get deeper into bullish territory. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.